Source.
Welcome back. Today's Call 22 guest, psychotherapist Dr. Michelle Aycock. She joins us today to talk about panic attacks. Good to see you.
All right, good to be back.
All right. Well, you know, these are probably a little bit more common than most people would think.
They are. They're very common. And actually, I like to kind of talk about what are some of the causes of it, okay, what exactly it is. And basically, panic attacks are sudden, unexpected episodes of anxiety where you may experience chest pains, rapid breathing, sweating, some dizziness, and that can really affect someone's life.
Overall, I mean, when you have these symptoms and you have these issues, you really can't function.
Right, exactly. And again, some of the causes of the panic attacks, panic disorders, may be some traumatic events that's happened in someone's life, maybe some stress at work, stress at home, and basically sometimes feeling of inadequacies and really intense fear.
Is this something that is common in a particular person, or is this something that maybe they have a tendency to lean toward?
And again, people can be predisposed to panic attacks, panic disorders, anxiety attacks. But again, the majority of them are caused by some type of event, some type of traumatic event, or really basic fear that the individual may have.
And just talk a little bit about how it affects someone's life. I mean, literally not being able to function because of these things that are happening to them physically.
Exactly. The person, may not be able to get out of the bed because they have this intense fear. They may not be able to, for example, an example would be crossing a bridge. People may have intense fears of going over a bridge, so they begin to experience these panic attacks where, they're afraid of falling, fear of the water, fear of not making it over the bridge. So that's just kind of an example of how it could affect someone where they may not drive over a bridge. They may avoid it altogether.
And I'm sure a lot of times folks are not able to, they may have never happened to them before, and it's an instantaneous thing, and they really don't know what's happening to them.
Exactly. And some of the causes, again, it just depends on where these fears come from. And so the individual really has to kind of explore and understand about anxiety and panic disorders.
And imagine that there are treatments out there for folks who may suffer from this.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of the times the first thing we tend to turn to is medication. And it's real important that if you are going to take medication, that first of all you get an evaluation and that you also have therapy with the medication. That tends to be the best treatment, is therapy with the medication.
Good to know that there is help out there for people suffering from this, because it's really debilitating.
It is, can be very debilitating.
Okay, Dr. Michelle Aycock, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Good to be here.
All right, well, that does wrap up today's Call 22.